Today on Girl Chat, T.I. and Trey Songz clap back at Raven-Symon.
That is some shady stuff.
And don't worry about Leslie Jones. She's good. Then, what's Common hiding under those glasses?
I lost it!
Plus, our friend, the hilarious Amanda Seales, is here.
I'm down, okay?
The Real is live.
This is our
some live girl chat.
Lista.
Well, head on over to the Real's Daytime Instagram page and use the hashtag GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation. And today, you guys, we're going to give you, the audience, a chance to vote live and decide which topic you want us to talk about, okay?
I love when we do that. You do such a great job.
Yeah.
You do.
All you gotta do is head over to the I don't know why I can't say the Real Daytime Insta
Did
story.
you drink last night?
I know, I didn't. That's the thing. See, I do better when I'm lit. But anyway. Head over to the Insta story, that's the circle part. Right now, vote for one of the two topics that we posted. Later in Girl Chat, we'll discuss the topic that you picked. So I can't wait to see which one you guys
I know.
choose.
I have one. Sometimes they do the opposite of what we think they're going to do.
I know. I was like, I wanted that one, but we'll see. You know,
we shall see.
We got to get into this one.
Okay.
Actress and singer Raven-Symon has found herself in hot water for reposting a photo on Instagram which featured artists including T.I., Jay-Z, and Diddy at the Rock Nation pre-Grammy brunch. Now, the post said in part, quote, "A group of so-called successful black men who become rich and famous from perpetuating the worst black stereotypes like drug dealing, pimping, murdering other black men, and disrespecting black women. I know making observations is being a hater. Cheers." Now, Raven eventually chose to delete the post saying, quote, "The comments are not something I want my underage followers looking at. I'm not deleting because I don't believe in what I said." Well, y'all, after T.I. saw that post, he decided to make one of his own, posting a picture with the Oscar Wilde quote, "Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future."
That's actually very true.
T.I. telling Raven in his caption, quote, "Our sins ain't no greater than yours, ma'am. The air must be thin as hell up there on that high horse you sitting on." Love T.I. Now, ladies, what do you think about Raven's post?
It sounded angry to me. So that must be coming from somewhere. I don't know if she was angry, but when I just look at the opinion itself,
I'm gonna give you, before we get into this, let me give you a little more background on it.
Okay.
The original post was made by Speech, who was he was the leader of the hip hop group, the 90s hip hop group, Arrested Development.
Yes, I remember.
He put up the post.
Okay.
And when he put the post, it was reposted by Malcolm Jamal Warner, by Raven. So I just want that out there. But also, he put that post and he put that quote. He also had another part, and this is the part I want to read.
Okay.
Many of us who've grown up on these brothers have evolved, but I don't necessarily hear the same evolution in the music. He continued, N-words are still N-words, B's are still B's, and hoes. And flipping bricks and tricks is still the way to get that dough until you make enough to live like they do. And if you think these black men got rich off of what they sold us in hip-hop, just imagine how much money the white man made off of them. Now, that was the entire post. So I just wanted to give you guys that background.
That's great to hear.
And
It's not one-sided.
Yeah.
Right, it's not one-sided.
Yeah.
But also, I also want to say that Trey Songz, in T.I.'s post, he went out, he said...
Commented on the
He
bottom.
commented about Raven, but he also said in YouTube speech. So I just want to make that, clear.
Okay.
So now, with that said, now we can talk about this and the issue.
I know people are going to be like, well, you know her, but like, clearly we never had conversations like this back in our Cheetah Girl days.
Right.
But I will say this. That's the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, but people be like, she knows her. I think that when I see a photo like this, I see God's goodness and mercy. And I think when I say that, I feel that every single one of us has things that we're not proud of. We've all made mistakes in our lives. We've all had different upbringings. You don't know what somebody's past was. You don't know why they did what they did. But what I do see in that photo is that they have evolved. Like they said, and when we say they've evolved, and I disagree with that, we don't hear it in the music. I completely disagree. T.I., after going to jail, had to make an entire album that had no curse words in it. And it was a great album. So obviously his artistry and his creativity is major. We hear what Jay-Z's rapping about, and I'm sorry, that's deep when he talks about being good to his wife, being good father to his daughter, changing who he is as a person and changing maybe his mindset that he used to be. When you see the song Kill Jay-Z, it's about changing who that person was back then and becoming someone new. So every day we wake up to mercy with God, and I believe in new beginnings for every single person, not one chance. He's not the God of a first chance, a second chance, a third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh. And unless you have never done anything that you're not proud of, then I think you can say a statement like this. But if you can't, then I just think it's very judgmental. Mm-hmm. And I think that if you see any room of anybody, not just black men, but there's Latinos that have done wrong, there's white people that don't do right every single day, that have bad past too. It's not a race thing either. That's my opinion.
Your
Okay.
opinion.
Go ahead.
Well, when I listened to music back in the day, from a lot of these rappers I grew up with, I heard men and women, by the way, it wasn't just men making music then, but women as well, that were making music about their reality, what they were seeing, what they were living, what they were engaging in. It's just their reality. And I think it's important to be, when you grow up, to remain true to yourself and to own your truth. So you have to have an outlet where you talk about your truth. Some people do it through rap, some people do it through spoken word, some do it through movies, writing books. We do it on this show. Yeah. We talk about things that we aren't proud of, or things that we grew through and had to go through to get to where we are. So when I look at that picture, and the words that hurt, you know, for me, looking at some of the people that I grew up with, so-called successful. I look at men now that are fathers, that are husbands, that are business moguls, that have paved the way for other rappers who said, I can be like you. And that to me is success. When you can help somebody heal and actually get to a dream that they need to have.
Right. And there's little boys that may see this photo, and instead of seeing something negative, they could say, man, I had an option to go the wrong way, but if they can do it, I can do it too. Mm-hmm. And I think that's an option as well for them. And you can say, okay, maybe the songs aren't, wake up in the morning, God is good. Like, maybe that's not the song. But you don't know how that song may affect somebody else. That may be the song that motivates somebody to get up in the morning and go to work. That may be the song that gets you in the gym going, that you're like, yeah, well, I can do this. You don't know what role they play in other people's lives.
Well, if I'm honest, my mom and my grandmother, as you guys know, they're very religious. Mm-hmm. I didn't grow up listening to rap because of some of the curse words and because of some of the things that were said in the songs. Mm-hmm. But as an adult, I made the choice to listen to some of the lyrics. And yes, they are talking about what they have experienced in their life. And I have the wisdom and knowledge to know, okay, what they did coming up and what they're doing now. And that's what I choose to focus on. What are you doing with your come up? Right. And the thing is, I can think of two things by looking at two people in that picture. Sean Carter, Jay-Z actually has the Sean Carter Foundation that helps children further their education. He has given away $4 million of scholarship funds. Mm-hmm. Khaled, DJ Khaled, oh my gosh, he's probably one of the most positive people you can follow on Instagram, and he's actually given away $25,000 to the victims of Hurricane Harvey as T.I. So that is what I'm choosing to look at. Exactly what you said, Adrian. We have to think how people have evolved and how they have changed and what they are doing with that change as of now.
Exactly.
Because everybody has something that they do, like you could be like that to anybody.
And I just want to say, hip-hop started because they took music out of the underwhelming neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. There was no music programs. So this is the thing, is that hip hop started because the children really didn't have anything.
They needed
didn't
an
have
outlet.
music studies, they didn't
An
have
outlet,
things. So they
creativity.
used it as an outlet. So when you hear them rapping, they were rapping about their environment. They're a product of their environment. And they were able to make money off of it. The thing that I have an issue with is why is we as black people, when we see something that could be positive, we put each other down. You don't see Jewish people doing it. You don't see Asian people doing it. It's us. We need to stop that, okay? I understand if you got an issue with it, fine. Maybe, and I'm just speaking for myself. Maybe he got upset because he ain't had a hit since the 90s, okay? But don't push down Jay-Z and them because you ain't had a hit. Why don't you try to join Jay-Z and maybe help him convert and take over something?
If you want to make a change, be the change.
I would much rather see that picture than to see them holding guns and all this other kind of stuff. That's a good picture to me. I posted that picture of them and I was proud of them. Where he came from, where they all come from, we need more positivity. So that just bugs me. It's like we need to stop as a people always publicly doing this to each other.
We wanted to hear what you guys had to say. At Shauna Joy said, everyone has a right to their own opinion, and she's right. That's what she's saying. They all started their music career like that, and yes, they have all evolved to much better and greater, thank God. At Vet Mrs. Edwards said, I see both sides. Yes, they made their money from lies and misrepresentation of our communities, but they have matured and are really a driving force of inspiration and give back. You gotta forgive sometimes.
And you know what? If you don't want to hear their rap, there's a lot of rappers that are very clean raps and and they're conscious and things like that. So we can't say that, we can't just point them out. Rap and hip hop is here to stay, whether you like it or not.
That's for sure.
All right.
Well, from controversial posts to controversial parenting, a very angry mom thought of a very creative way to punish her son after he got suspended from school for fighting. She grabbed his PlayStation controller and smashed it with a meat tenderizer right in front of him. The video was posted to Twitter by user @SigHaida. Check it out. The horror of that sound.
Y'all are laughing though. So some people find it incredibly funny.
So the post has been retweeted over 20,000 times with many users praising the mom's creativity. However, others felt like she was only hurting herself. It's hurting moms over here too, because new controllers can be expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the mom actually set up a GoFundMe page
Say what?
to help buy her son a new controller.
But she broke it. Girl, you gotta be out your mind.
Completely defeated the purpose.
So ladies, is this mom cruel or creative?
Well, she's creative with this GoFundMe page.
Is she?
But
Is she?
I'm saying that's the only thing that's creative, to twist the controller that you broke. Ain't nobody telling you to go break the controller.
Yes.
Just take it away, lock it up, put it in your panty drawer, and be like, don't touch it.
I'm not a mom. And I know that being suspended from school that's mad crazy. That's
deal.
serious. That's a very serious deal. And obviously she saw there was a focus of her son that she needed to take away. My only problem really wasn't taking away the controller or banging it, because my mom might have done something crazy like that. She would have ran over it with the back of the car. You don't play anymore. Done. But here's the problem. When she recorded it and put the camera up in her son's face, and if you read it, she kind of graphically is like, help me, like he's hurting. And she kind of made fun of it. That's when I was like, when you discipline your kids, you got to set a really fine, a very bold line between where you've crossed and where you're now getting punished.
But Tam,
I don't know if you
I
can
want
learn
to hear,
that.
because
you're a mom.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know the situation completely. I don't know how many times this kid has been expelled. You know, she may have just been completely over it and done with it. However, I believe that two wrongs don't make a right. I truly do. And I believe it's up to us as parents to teach our children better. So you actually banging the controller with a meat hammer, to me, isn't really teaching him anything. What I would have done. Now, this is, I think, the best way of going about it. I would have said, okay, all right, you love this PlayStation so much, and you didn't listen to what I'm gonna say. So you know what? You have lost your privileges 100% because you didn't listen to me and you got expelled. So what I want you to do, I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna beat it up because those things are expensive.
Yeah.
I want you to go over to that kid's house who you beat up, and I want you to give it to him as an apology.
Ooh. Now that's a mama.
That's what I would
That's
do.
down there.
You know what
That's
I mean?
great, yeah.
You're teaching them, to have some type of values, and at the same time, you let him know, you don't treat people like this,
Yeah.
and you're not ever gonna play with that ever again this entire year until you get your act right.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I hear that.
I have an issue. I got an issue with her taping it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That to me is abuse. That's child abuse to me.
Yes.
To me. You doing that, taping it, and putting that in that child's face. I mean, and this is Auntie Lonnie speaking. I don't think that that's right. That you should do children and then post it out there for a couple of likes. Stop doing that to y'all kids. I don't believe in that.
Because he's gonna get ridiculed at school, and the thing that we don't realize
And that's
is
gonna
even
live
if
on
we
forever.
take it down, we take the post down. If it's been on the internet, it'll live there forever.
Yes.
So he will be a grown man, and that video will still be out there. So I just agree with Lonnie that discipline your kids how you choose. You don't have to film it and put it on the internet.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
wanted to hear what you thought. You guys are so funny. At Lovely SMW said, absolutely not in my Adrian voice, but I will play the game in my living room as loud as possible so they can hear how much fun they are not having. Hashtag mother of four. She's a mother of four.
Yes.
That's creative.
She knows what's up.
Also, DMGXOXO said, if they pay for it, I guess, just sounds like a waste of money to me. My mom used to take my game system or phone to work with her, so I wouldn't be able to use it. She was a single mom working 3 jobs, so it would be over a week before I saw her and my stuff again.
What?
LOL.
And then you gonna sit here and ask us to put up, I'm so sick of y'all and these GoFundMe pages for y'all personal
There
stuff.
needs to be a filter on that, man. Right? Seriously. People be abusing these.
Why am I funding this little boy's next remote control that I just watched you break with a meeting?
Right. And then I'm like, we should have read I didn't read what her excuse was.
Yes.
Right.
The whole GoFundMe excuse?
Yes.
Yeah.
She wants $5,000.
What?
For a $55 controller.
That's why this
See,
mom
that's
is
what I'm
real
talking about. That's
questionable.
abuse right there. That's abuse.
Yeah.
That don't make no doggone
No,
sense.
that's
And no
crazy.
sense.
That's
She
abusing
wants it for
GoFundMe
something
and
else.
I will have to say though, I love how much I learn here. Like I know you want to be a mom. I got Mama Tam here to teach me things, Auntie Lonnie, because Cousin Jeannie still would have backed up over that thing. No credit for you.
We have to take a break, but there's more of the real coming up right after this.
Welcome back to The Real. It's time for some more live girl chat. Now, Jeannie, I'm so glad that you are sitting down right now.
Why?
Because I have something to tell you.
What?
Your man crush, Common, got hurt over the weekend. You might have to go be his nurse. All right. Don't worry, though. He's okay. Common posted a selfie on Instagram with the caption, I got my eye blackened playing basketball today.
Oh, my
However,
boy.
the fight must go on. And Common did just that, showing up at the Oscar nominees' luncheon with a pair of glasses in an attempt to hide his bruise. Oh. I don't know if it worked very well. All right. However, insiders say he was in good spirits, pulling out his phone to joke with attendees and show them pictures of his injury. So, ladies, have you ever been forced to cover up something that's super embarrassing before?
When I was little, I was at the playground and I jumped off the swing.
Yeah.
I was probably about 9, 8,
Uh-huh.
and I jumped off the swing. The swing was still swinging because I could jump off then. I was in shape. And the swing, I turned around, the swing hit me right up under my eye.
That's the worst.
And it swole. And so when I went home, my mom saw me and she thought I got into a fight. And she was like, "You done got into a fight?" I said, "No, it was a swing, Mom, I promise." And she's like, "No, I gotta teach you how to fight." And she started doing the 1920s like this. And I was like, and then I had to go to school and cover it up, and everybody started thinking, "Did your mama beat you?" I'm like, "No, I got hit by a swing."
You're like, the swing attacked me.
It's like,
That is crazy. Well, I have to say, our viewers here are super observant. Because one time I came here to work and I had a hickey on my neck. Why does that seem so juvenile? That's
What
so
are you, 14?
That's why it was so corny, so I tried to cover it up.
Okay.
With makeup. And on the comments on our Instagram at The Real Daytime, they were like, you ain't sneaky. We see that hickey on your neck. And I was so embarrassed because it seems so juvenile. Who is grown and still gets hickeys?
Well, okay. No, Adrian.
Oh, really?
Adrian. Okay. I have a
Why?
funny story to tell you.
What?
Wait, no, you guys know I'm a late bloomer, right?
Yes.
So I had this college boyfriend, and all I ever wanted was for him to give me a hickey. And he did, but I didn't cover it up. I wore it proudly. I was
Wait, though, I have a question. Do you know what the things are that you can do to get rid of a hickey? Like, I tried everything. Nothing
because
was
I didn't
working.
want to.
Someone told me to take the top of something and rub it on it.
No,
to
it's
smell
called
blood.
time. That's the only thing that's gonna do it.
I loved it, though.
They say to scrub it with the toothbrush.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because
No.
you can actually get it not just from, like, sucking. You can get it from biting, too. Like, it looks the same.
Who is biting you on your neck?
I love that.
You
so jealous.
You telling on yourself this morning.
Y'all say I have a juicy neck. It's only right.
You guys were so lucky that you actually had. I was that girl who didn't have anybody wanting to give me a hickey, so I gave it to myself.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
When you were young?
Yes, I gave it to myself. But then Mama Mai saw the hickeys on set, and she's like, "Who your boyfriend? Why he kiss you like that?" And I'm like, "No, Mom, I gave it to myself. Let me show you." And she said, "Who told you something?" Because "ngu" means you're a stupid head. So, you're a stupid head. If you getting a real kiss, I help you find boyfriend. You use that. Like, oh my God.
Let's get right back into some more. When you hear that ring, it can only mean that it's the Reels hotline bling.
Hey.
Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
You watch us on Fox 13. Shout out to Fox 13. So, what's your name? We didn't get your name.
LaShara.
LaShara. Okay, tell us about yourself. What made you want to call into the Reels hotline bling?
Well, I'm a 30-year-old single mom, and I was calling because I watch you all every day. Well, sometimes every day. I love you all. Y'all inspiration to me. Y'all like my big sisters. I never had any big sisters that I could just sit and talk to. Enough is I wanted to call you all and just, I guess, tell about my life story, what happened to me over the week.
What happened to you over the weekend? First of all, I wish I could give you a hug right now. Your love is just coming through the screen. Thank you so much for that love. So tell us what happened over the weekend.
I was supposed to move, me and my son, and we paid the money, the deposit, and we was moving in, and when we moved our stuff in, so I couldn't get the lights on till Monday. When I went back, I couldn't get the lights on, so when I went back to the house, so they changed the locks, so I couldn't get in, and I moved all my stuff in, and I couldn't get anything. They took everything from me.
Did you call the police?
They didn't say anything. They said they have to take them to civil court.
Wow.
So you have nothing right now.
Nothing.
Oh
They
my
took your, so it was like a scam.
It sounds like she got
these
scammed.
are real estate
Scam.
scams. These
Are
are
you
real estate
working
scams.
right now, sweetie?
No, man.
Where
I'm
are you,
looking. I went for an interview.
where are you staying right now, sweetie?
I'm staying with my family.
How is your son doing?
He just asked me, Mom, how you gonna get everything back? I said, I'm just gonna work and get it back.
Oh my God.
I cannot believe this happened to you.
What happened to you is not right, and it's not fair. We see how much you're hurting, and you know what? We want to do something to help you and your son, Montana, get back on your feet.
Absolutely.
So, LaShara, we're
Ma'am?
giving you $5,000.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Reel is about. We want to help women, and we can do our best. Is that going to help you, sweetie?
It would help me a lot. I can do.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? When you say that you feel like we're your sisters, we are sisters. We're a real fam. That's what we are. When you're with us on this show, everybody here, we're a real fam. I really hope that
Oh
helps
my
you.
goodness. We are so happy we were able to help you out. Thank you so much for sharing what you went through with us. We're rooting for you too, okay? So please keep in touch with us.
please.
Yes.
Let us know how you're doing, okay? Good luck with everything and God bless.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with more of The Real
Right after this. Welcome back to The Real. Let's get back to some more live girl chat. Now, earlier in the show, we asked all of you to go onto The Real's Daytime Instagram story and vote for which girl chat topic you wanted us to talk about. So your choices were Doritos reportedly launching a new chip made specifically for women, or Denny's announcing that you can get married in their restaurant. Well, I feel like we were telepathically connected because your votes are in and you picked what I wanted. 61% of you wanted us to talk about Doritos.
Yes.
Like an important subject.
I love me some Doritos.
So personally, I love opening a fresh bag of potato chips. Oh my God, we're chip fiends over here. Taking one out, biting down and hear that joyous crunching sound. Well, Doritos is reportedly, I'm drooling. Doritos is reportedly trying to change that entire experience with a brand new low crunch snack specifically for women. The chip company seems to think that women don't like to crunch on chips too loud in public or lick their fingers after finishing a bag.
My favorite part.
Yeah. And get this, the silent snacks will reportedly even come in special packs specifically designed to fit into women's handbags. Who wants a
Means
smaller
you're getting-
bag of chips?
Yeah, you're getting 3 chips in there.
Social media, of course, had a field day with this news. Even Chrissy Teigen weighed in, tweeting, quote, "The only quiet chips are stale chips. This Tuesday, I'm voting no on lady chips." Lady chips.
Here, here.
For real. So, lady, would you guys be here for these silent chips?
I'm a man,
Oh.
Dan. I mean, judging by what they said, like the licks, like the big chips, like the
Yes,
crunch,
come
I'm
on.
a man. Give me the man chip.
Yeah, I like the crunch. The crunch is the good part. I love
Yes.
the crunch. Just like I just said, that's my favorite part when you finish and then you're like, or
No,
that's when you
the
hold
extra
the bag
cheese.
up
Yes.
and you eat all the
Yes.
Yes,
That's the best
too.
part. Okay,
I
question.
love it.
What's your favorite flavors? You go original nacho?
Original nachos.
You?
No,
Extra
seasonal.
cheesy.
Put up my picture. This is my favorite. When you guys see it, it's always in Walmart's. The Jack Ranch Dip Hot Wings. Oh, those are so good. And that whole bag is mine. No
But
lady
you know
size.
what? The thing is, this is called gender stereotyping. Where they're
please.
stereotyping that this is what women want. And
Yeah,
we
don't do
can't
that.
let this happen because if we do this, then you're going to have lady fried chicken, lady ruffles.
It's the same. Women and men want to eat the same things. If it tastes good, it tastes good, okay?
Exactly.
Yes. I gotta ask you, what is this survey? Because I really don't know one, and I know a lot of women. I don't know one woman who would prefer a smaller size bag.
We can have like 3 chips in there with the way our bags are. Like
Yes.
a small, unless you're carrying a big bag. But what I will say is, it also is weird because it's like, we should eat the chips in private, in silence.
Yes.
Like,
Well, they were
No.
saying, according to their research, that the ladies didn't like to eat it. They liked it on the inside, but when they're out in public, they didn't like it.
I
You know
don't
what,
care.
actually, now that I think about it, I know there are some people that I don't like and I don't keep in my company. It's those people who eat certain foods with forks. Pizza and wings. You eat them with a fork, you're not my friend.
Okay.
who eats
Bye.
pizza with a fork and
There
a knife?
are
Unless
people-
you're
There
feeding
are-
a kid.
There
Yes.
are some, well, yeah, I'll cut up Araya's
Yeah,
and
but-
Aiden's pizza, but I don't know about you. I love that first crunch
Yes.
out of the Dorito bag.
All I know
Oh my
is
gosh,
I don't want no
everything.
lady brown liquor, so don't do that to me. Give me man brown liquor.
Cool Ranch over here for life.
We gotta take a break, but there's so much more of the delicious Real coming up right after this.
Welcome back. We always have a good time with our next guest. She's the outspoken comedian and actress you love from Insecure. And now she's got a new podcast and a new year-long residency at LA's The Roxy for her comedy game show, Smart, Funny, and Black. Please welcome friend of the show and my girl, Amanda Seals.
You gotta see her heels.
So cute.
Kissable. Yes. So cute.
Amanda, let's get right to it because you came forward about how Russell Simmons was once inappropriate. Yeah. And we're gonna get. He was inappropriate with you in a business meeting. And with all the sexual misconduct allegations going around, what is now acceptable or unacceptable when it comes to this?
I mean, I think on a basic note, there is a way to ask women questions without objectifying us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and there's really just having carefulness about your language, you know? I feel like he could have asked the same question in a much more, less crass way. If you want to know if you slept with somebody, you know, you can ask, like, have we dated before? Like, there's no need to really go for that gusto.
Right.
Yes.
Or how about just keep in mind, remember the people you've had intimate
Or
sex
that.
with. How about that?
Or that.
Do you think he was trying to be funny?
I think that there's absolutely this idea that like being sexually explicit is funny. And I think a lot of men don't understand that like you put women in an objectified place when you do that. And especially in a work environment, just err on the side of caution. Don't bring up sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a concept.
Oh my God.
Concept.
Now, before you were in the entertainment industry, you actually were a competitive gymnast. I didn't know that you
Yes,
have
I've
your
seen you
eyes set on the Olympics. Yes.
Very serious.
That's amazing.
Go Metro! Go
Did you think you were going to go to the Olympics?
I mean, listen, every gymnast likes to think like, I'm gonna go to the Olympics, but I've always been a realist. I've always been a realist. So I didn't think I was ever gonna go to the Olympics, but I really was obsessed with gymnastics. Like, if you ever see like pictures of my room, I sometimes put up pictures of my room when I was 12, and it's like, oh wow, it wasn't a game for you. But, you know, gymnastics, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on with gymnastics, especially in the U.S. right now, and I think a lot of parents are very concerned about putting their children in gymnastics with what has been going on. But I can say this, that I am the person I am today, someone who is very self-motivated, someone who is very detail-oriented, and someone who really cares about quality control because of my time in gymnastics.
You have to be very disciplined.
And I have teammates to this day who are my sisters because of our time in gymnastics, you know? And so I think that there's a positivity that we have to like still look at, and you also still have to be a parent,
Of course.
and pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this is a wake-up call that needed to happen. Yeah. So good.
Can you still do a backflip?
Yes, I pride myself.
You can. You're lucky you ain't wearing pants. I would have made you do it.
Look at it. Oh, there it is. Whoa. That's insane. So I can't even do a cartwheel. Oh my God.
Four. That was New Year's. So
That was recently.
I still got it.
Yeah. There you go.
Still got
I love it. Well, your body is like banging.
Okay.
Murder.
Yes. So what's your favorite workout? Because obviously you have to still work out.
You all know this. In LA, like everybody has a workout.
Yes,
You know, whether it's Pilates or, you know, walking and running with a lot of dogs. Hot yoga.
Tried that.
You know, just Soul Cycle.
Yeah.
I almost died at Soul Cycle. Like, Soul Cycle is so intense.
Agreed.
And I literally, like, I couldn't get my shoes out the pedals. I ended up just walking out barefoot. I had to go get a smoothie. It was just crazy. So tennis has become, like, really my... Yeah.
Fuck you, Serena.
Well, we're also excited because you have a new podcast. It's called Small Doses.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that name?
Because, you know, they always say people can't handle the truth. So you gotta give it to them in small doses.
Got it. That's very smart.
The show is an hour long. You can take it in as how you feel, you know, if you need maybe just 5 minutes or you wanna do the whole gamut, but it really is just about self-help from the hip and doing it with a humorous point of view.
I love it.
Love it.
Your comedy show, Smart, Funny, and Black has a year-long residency at the Roxy here in LA, which is so exciting.
Exciting.
I started Smart, Funny, and Black, just because I said we really need something that can celebrate Black culture and use humor to do it, have a safe place for comedy. We started here at Nerdist, and we sold out every show, and we needed more room because people have supported so much. So,
That's awesome.
So we're jumping off at the Roxy February 15th with a sold-out show that also features E40. 40 water!
Sprinkle me,
And
sprinkle
so
me.
we're also, sprinkle me. And so we're also, we're heading out on the road. So go to smartfunnyandblack.com to see when we're coming to your city.
Oh, wow.
And, we're just really excited to have y'all on the show eventually as well.
I've done stuff with you in
You've
New
done
York.
stuff with me in New York, yeah.
I want to come to the show, okay? So we can't let you go just yet. We've got more with Amanda Seales right after this break. You're watching The Real.
Welcome back. We're still hanging with our girl, Amanda Seales. All right, now, Amanda, you're always vocal and you're never afraid to speak your mind. So we wanted to throw some issues your way to see if they've got your approval. We're calling this segment Seals of Approval. Topic, then using your paddle, show us if it has your seals of approval. Okay, so Amanda, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Lonnie, take it away.
Omarosa on Big Brother.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm also on anything. I'm just like, deny.
Bye, we're done.
It's just not, it's not helping anybody. It's not even helping herself at this point.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Showing your boobs for beads during Mardi Gras.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna deny.
Okay.
And this is the thing. Do you, right?
True.
But I don't even feel comfortable like sending a boob pic to someone I know.
Right.
I always say it's like one is like facing and smizing, and the other one always looks like it hears its phone in the other room. So, and also I just like beads aren't enough. Like, I need more.
Let them know.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, I got a good one. Quincy Jones has 22 girlfriends who all know about each other.
Approve or deny?
Viagra works. If they know about each other, who am I?
Pip.
Twilight of his life.
Okay. The final 50 Shades film comes out this Friday. So do you approve? Well.
Mama
Do you
say, mama
approve
say,
of
Makusa.
S&M though? S&M.
Oh, S&M. For myself, no.
Okay.
Just not my speech.
Right.
But again, do you?
Exactly. Here's another one. People who declare their love for their significant other on social media.
I mean, there's a moment of just like, hey, look, like I found somebody and you can too, and that's great. But then it gets to a point where like, who is this really for? Like, who are you really giving all of this for? Because I think that people start writing sonnets, and entire dissertations on like, you are a red rose wrapped around a chocolate love. And I'm just like, okay, we get it. So I think to a certain extent, it gets beyond genuine.
Right.
And it becomes sensational. All for show. The gram.
The gram.
I'm loving you for the gram.
I like it.
Chadwick Boseman makes history as the first Black lead in a Marvel Studios film for Black Panther.
Yes.
What are the feels?
All day.
Yes. Feel the room all day. Wakanda. Yes. I am so enthused about Black Panther, and just congrats to Chad. Chadwick Boseman has just really emerged as somebody who can play anything. Like he can play anyone.
Yeah.
Like he don't look nothing like Thurgood Marshall, and you were like, you're Thurgood Marshall.
Exactly.
I see it. And I just think it's incredible that he got the opportunity to be in this action film role, because I think oftentimes Black actors get pigeonholed as like, no, you're this kind of actor.
Right.
And he's showing like we can be a range. Yeah. And as you can see, I can do flips, so.
Sure. Don't get twisted.
I'm ready for an action film anytime.
Let him know.
Okay, how about this? Not getting a flu shot.
Not.
I mean, I never got one.
I haven't either.
I'm with you, girl.
I'm
This
kind of
season.
afraid.
Keep that vaccinate
I'm just
out.
like, drink orange juice, you know? Like, I just feel like we put a lot of stuff in our bodies, and I don't necessarily know, I mean, to each their own as well,
Yes.
but I just feel like the most that I can do that doesn't require putting something foreign in my body.
Do that first.
And do
And
that
if you
first.
need to,
Yeah.
you have that.
So, you know, like playing tennis, working out, sleeping.
Right, and we do want to say go to your doctor because,
Yes.
you know, go to your
You might
doctor
be the
and
perfect
senior
fit for that.
citizens, it really
Yes.
helps for them too. But you know what, Amanda, you're always truthful. We love you
Yeah.
for it. We love having you on the show. Be sure to check out Amanda's weekly podcast, Small Doses, available on Spotify and iTunes. And if you're in LA, grab tickets to her show, Smart, Funny, and Black at the Roxy Theater. Amanda's just working. She's performing stand-up on February 25th in Phoenix and February 27th in Philly. Now, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of The Real.
Welcome back. Today's show flew by. I guess that's what happens when you're having a good time, right, ladies?
Always.
All day. Right. We had so much fun. Stop with Amanda Seals today. Am I the only one that hates being tickled? Anyway, we love you guys
Wait,
at home.
you're
Thank you.
ticklish?
Yes, thank you for watching.
Oh, you should have
And
said
big
that.
thanks to our studio audience. We love your energy.
And see you
Bye.
next week.
Bye.